Guys, today I'm just going to make a very quick video showing off some browser reading on my Apple iPad 3rd generation 2012 and my ASUS Transformer Prime, not the 1080p one that's going to come out in a few months from when I'm making this video right now. But I just want to compare the screens a little bit. Screen reading in your browser when you are zoomed out and zoom in, will you notice that of a big deal? And by the way, I have my Transformer Prime here on the left side and the Apple iPad 3rd generation on the right. So will you notice a difference? Because of course we have this 1280x800 display, IPS display on the Transformer Prime, and then on the new Apple iPad we have this Retina display from 15-inch 286 ppi. Will you notice that of a big difference? Because it is a 1536 times 2048 resolution, kind of good. It's the best one out right now on a tablet. So, is it going to be that of a big difference when you are in your browser? Well, that depends. So, I'm not sure if you can see it right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and turn down the lights a little bit, and I'm just going to go ahead and go a little bit closer. So we are here on the same page basically, and when we are zoomed out right now on both, we can see a little bit more on our ASUS Transformer Prime because it doesn't have this Safari thing that you can't hide. But from where I am at the moment, a little bit above the camera, it's very hard actually to read the text on the Transformer Prime when we are zoomed out like this. And I know we see a little bit more on the Transformer Prime, but if we just go ahead and do the same thing here, go out a little bit more, we can still see that the text is so much more clear on the Apple iPad, because it has a ton of more pixels because it's a 1080p display. And if we just go ahead and go down a little bit here and try to read that, or you see that, and then I'm just going to go ahead and go to the other one. Do you see a difference? I can see here on Transformer Prime that the text looks very, it's kind of hard because it needs to have like more pixels. But when I see it here on the iPad, I can see the text is very, very clear. But is it going to be that a big deal? Well, if you like to read a lot when you're out like this, you are going to notice it's going to be a very big deal. But when you're reading, like most people are probably going to do, are going to be zoomed in like this, you're probably not going to notice that of a big deal. It's not going to affect your reading that much, but it's very nice to have that so much more crisp display. You can see it a little bit, but when you're reading it like this and you go in, let's say we go in a lot here. Also, one thing that I did notice, you can zoom in more on the Apple iPad as well in the browser. When we're using the stock browser here on both, I can only zoom in. Yeah, I can't go any further down. But we can go so much more close on the Apple iPad. And of course it's very hard here to see a pixel difference. But most people are gonna read it when they are a little bit out like this. And is it gonna be that a big deal then? No, it's probably not gonna be that a big deal. But you can see it, okay? You can go ahead and see it. If you go up here again, if we zoom out one more time, you can go ahead, you can read it, it's very clear, and from the same distance it gets hard. You can see that the text become like, yeah, it's a 1280x800 display. Of course it's going to be that of a big difference when you have so much more pixels on a 1536x2048 display. Just a very quick look here on the browser. As I said, not a video where I show off some ebook reading, but I may do a video about that as well. But just a quick video here so you can go ahead and judge for yourself. And I'm not sure if you can see it as good when I'm recording a video. Of course it's of course it's better to just go ahead and go to a store and try to see the difference over there, because it is actually so much easier to see it in real life. But judge for yourself. See.